You might not believe it now, but I reckon that this is the best monopod in the world. This is the topic of today's video, and is this the world's best monopod? Big statement, eh? It's from iFootage. It's not cheap. It's £180, so it's about $200 or so. It's quite lightweight. Comes in a lovely bag, but it's got some really interesting and cool tricks. And it looks awesome too. Anyway, so more importantly, let's talk about it first. It's got pop-out feet again, but this time the feet are really robust, and they've got multiple adjustments for how far they pop down. Click into place. Now, the next thing about this, say for example you're on a hillside, well, this isn't going to work because the angle is going to make it fall over. Well, the beauty about this is the bottom of it is on a ball head, so you can actually move it around. So if the terrain changes and your base needs to be like that, you can still have the ball head vertically. You can even do that if you want. Obviously it won't work well, but if your terrain changes, you can still put the ball head or the monopod shaft in a vertical position, and just lock the ball head down. And for that means that unstable ground isn't that much of a problem anymore. So wedding photographers and people that move around a lot, you've got a little ball that sits on the bottom which allows you to then sort of basically steady the monopod on the ball. Have your camera at the top. Obviously if you wanted to use your fluid head to get the shot you want and put the shot together, that's another great feature. Now, still staying at the bottom, putting the feet back out again. What we've got now is another brilliant feature, and that is the fact that it's a modular system. So that is the base now, with this quick release collar. That sits in there, but so does the head. So we can now remove the head, pop it in the quick release base, and then put our camera on there. So it means this is now just discarded out of the way, and we can put this somewhere while we record if we don't need the monopod. But if we need it back, quick release that off, put that back into place, and then the top of the monopod, same thing, quick release, click it in place. Now I think that is an amazing monopod with all those things it can do, but I think its best feature is explained when I twist this and extend like that. So that's at its lowest setting. Obviously I've got a Sony a6500 on top there. Still very stable. Let's just see how big that is right now. Okay, that's 80 centimeters like that. So let's twist and see how high it goes up. Dead easy, just a quick twist. Really smooth action. You can lock it in at any position you want. Little markings on there let you know which position if you wanted to come back to the same position all the time. And just lock it in at the top. As you can see now, obviously it's quite high, it's more or less my eye line. So let's measure that now. So that's just short of 150 centimeters. So I can make my monopod go from something that sits right next to me to extending to about 5 foot tall, just by twisting the grip and sliding the two pieces together and back out again. I've not found another monopod that can do that, and more importantly, I've not found another monopod that is quite as stable as this one. I mean, yeah, fair enough, it's a GoPro that I'm using on top of it, or a small camera. So another little hack I use is this little weight belt, just mainly to give it something, a bit of a weight at the bottom so it doesn't tip over so much. So just leave that at the bottom and it just gives it a little bit more stability. And so far, I have to say, I've been so impressed with this monopod. That's why I made this video. I've been using it for about 2 months. It took a while to get here because it is just new on the market. There's another one, so make sure you order the right one because there's a couple of models out there at the moment. This one is the Cobra 2 Strike, the A150S. That's the model that you want, and that's the model that I've been really impressed with, and I just can't praise this monopod enough. Just the fact that I can be working away on a shot and then all of a sudden I just need the monopod out of the way, so I can just unclick the monopod, I can take my camera off the top, put my camera on there, and it's done. Now, you thought I was kind of finished. Well, there's this last one little trick up its sleeve, and that is that the screw mount at the top is both the 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch, or 1/4 inch and 3/8, whichever way it is. It's the thin one and the fat one. The fat one goes on the outside of the sleeve and moves up and down like that, which means that when you put your camera in there, and I'm using the small base for my GoPro mount, that as you screw it in, the outside collapses in, which leaves the thin base, which means that you can put your GoPro on. Or if you wanted to put something else on which has got the fat base. Now the bottom of my motorized pan head has the bigger size, and I use that little reducer. So that's the little reducer that I put in there so I can mount it on some normal tripods. So that is the bigger end. So if we take this off again, we unscrew the small end, and just to confirm, so the different sizes there. So if we want to put the pan head on this, the outside then doesn't collapse, it just screws straight on. We can then pop that on there, and I can then put my GoPro mounted on my motorized tripod pan head. So if I wanted to do like a time-lapse panning away, I can do that now. And if I didn't want it down there, I can slot that onto there, locks in place, slot that into there, locks in place, and then do that. Now you can see the weight of that that's on there at the moment. So you've got a motorized pan head as well as the GoPro in its little mount, and again it's pretty damn stable. The kind of tripods I've been using to do my B-roll and kind of second angle cameras and things like that, or GoPro footage of me doing things, and for me it's got to be this this iFootage Cobra 2 that actually is just amazing. It is potentially the best monopod ever. Thanks for watching my video. Until the next time, you guys take care and I'll see you again. Bye.